Hey everybody, it's Modesta Megan Buguni from Modesta.Africa, and I'm here to tell you to stop saying that you're unemployed. So this is something that I wanted to do a series on, but it's really gotten to me right now. Listen, first thing is, people will not employ you because you're unemployed. People are not going to feel sorry for you because you're unemployed. Please remove unemployed, job seekers seeking jobs from your profile. You are more than your employment status. So write down what it is that you have been adding value in all this time. If you're fresh out of school, you'll write down what it is you studied in. So are you an engineer? Are you a marketer? Are you a salesperson? Find a way of putting forward what it is that you can consistently do well on your profile. Honestly, when you write unemployed, as a recruiter, I might ask myself, what is not happening? I mean, obviously right now with the global pandemic, you might understand more than before if somebody's unemployed. But when you put that forward, what exactly are you selling? When you see unemployed on my status, what does that make you feel like I am selling? Am I selling failure? Am I selling, are you asking yourself, how long has she been unemployed for? I wonder why she's unemployed. I wonder then, whether she, it's been a long time and she would be a person that actually knows her field and knows her value. So what you put next to your name is basically what you're selling about yourself. So when you write unemployed, when you write I'm seeking a job or job seeker, what are you saying? So my advice, could you please, instead of writing unemployed, instead of writing job seeker, write the area in which you're versed. Whether you feel like I'm an expert at it, whether you feel like imposter syndrome, how could I possibly say I'm in this area right now when I'm not employed? That is neither here nor there. So right now, as soon as you get off this feed, as soon as you get off this video, please change. If you have unemployed, if you have seeking a job on your profile, please change it to what you actually can consistently do well. Your gifts, your talents that you packaged, whatever you had studied, whatever it is that you've been doing, that is what you can do. That is what you would write on your profile, so that people that are seeking a person with those competencies, those skill sets, that expertise in that area will then be able to see your profile and say, hey, that's a person that I can consider. The other thing, the other reason why I'm telling you not to say I'm unemployed is because it's not the job that makes you. I say this over and over again. Your job doesn't make you. You made that job because whatever they needed, they found they could find in you, right? You had the knowledge, the skills, the competencies, the attitude, the experience in an area, and then you found a vacancy that is looking for a person with your profile, and the two of you got married and you started working with them. So it's not your job that makes you. It's you that made you, right? Basically, it's you and what you have done that built you up to have the profile that a person in the marketplace, that an organization in the marketplace will see and say, hey, I've been looking for you. So you are not less, you are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you because you're not currently on somebody's payroll and they're paying you every single month. Now, you're saying, okay, Modesta, thank you. That looks like you're just talking, the basics. Modesta, right now, you're being petty, right? You're telling me, don't put unemployed, don't put job seeker on my profile. Fine. I'll change it. I'll change it to right salesperson. I'll change it to right marketer. I'll change it to right, human resource person. I'll change it to whatever it is, but it doesn't change my status. I am still where I'm at. This is what I want you to do about the fact that you feel that you're unemployed. What I will call is unengaged. Listen to this. How do organizations, how do recruiters find people? They look for a person that is visible, right? So if you're at home and nobody sees you, knows what you can do, clearly they're not going to find you. Unless some family member called a favor in, and people are not in the business of doing that, right? And that is not even the most honorable way of getting a job, that somebody just says, can you please take my daughter, can you please take my son, right? You want to get in on merit. So number one, you need to be visible. Number two, are you adding value? Are you, well, number two actually is relevant. Are you relevant to your sphere? And okay, you're relevant, you're speaking the language of what your profile told them you are competent in, right? This is why I said do not write job seeker, do not write unemployed on your profile anywhere online. And especially don't do it on LinkedIn. People are looking for people on LinkedIn. You don't want to say I'm unemployed. You don't want to say I'm a job seeker. You want to say, marketer, etc. But then, Modesta, how will people know that I'm looking for a job? How will people know that I'm currently in the market? Let people know you're in the market. You can actually put that on LinkedIn. You can show that you're on the market, that you're actively seeking work. But people don't get you because you're unemployed. People won't look for you because you're actively seeking work on the market. People will look for you because you are present. They can see you're visible. They can see that you are relevant. So you are posting things and you're engaging in conversations and you're founding groups that are related to your professional field. And the third thing is that you add value. That is why I would recruit anybody. A person that I can easily find, a person that shows that they're relevant. Everything about them speaks of, what it is that they're applying to me for. And the third thing is that they actually add value, that they bring solutions, that they're creative with finding ways of, overcoming the challenges that I am facing. So by just putting unemployed or just putting job seeker on your profile on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you're doing yourself a disservice, because no one is going to go click on every unemployed person's status. No one's going to go click on everybody's job seeker status to say, oh, I wonder why they're unemployed. I wonder why they're a job seeker. I wonder if I'll do something, I can do something for them. Unless they want to take advantage of you. This is what I'm always talking about. Know your value, people. Know your value. Otherwise, the people who know what they want from you will determine your value, and you will live your life pushing their agenda. You must know your value, and you must articulate it, and you must have an agenda for your life. I personally have not recruited a person who was not going somewhere in life. If ever I came across a person in that, that is like that, we parted ways very quickly. Because if you are not going somewhere, if you don't have clarity about who you are and where you want to go, chances are you won't really know what you're going to do by me. I don't want to engage people that are just looking for a job. I want to engage people that are present, that are relevant, that add value. So first thing is, job seeker, unemployed, that status on your social media profile, that works against you. Do not keep that on there. Change it to what it is that you do. So for instance, come to Modesta here. You guys, you know how real I am, right? I'm just very open. Modesta was Group Managing Director of Professional Coach Group when she was in Tanzania. Modesta travels and is followed her husband. Who is Modesta now if she is not Group Managing Director of Professional Coach Group? Well, Modesta is an executive coach, executive leadership coach. I'm a business consultant. I'm a human capital strategist. I am, what else did I put my, I'm an author. I'm a keynote speaker. You can put these things. I mean, I could choose from any one of these. As a matter of fact, depending on what it is that I'm applying for or that I want to be associated with, I will have a different profile. I'll have a different professional title to put next to my name. I'm not telling anybody I'm unemployed. Where did purpose and excellence come from? It came from me in a time when I'm supposedly unemployed. I followed my husband. He came for his studies. I'm out here with kids. I'm not going to write unemployed. No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. No, thank you, ma'am. Modesta is going to position her professional profile, and that's what I did. I wrote out what it is that I am versed. I mean, I even write lawyer in places. I'm not currently practicing law. Not that I couldn't. I'm an advocate, but I'm not. And so where it suits me, it's good to show that I've got that as a background. I'm not going to write unemployed. That's shooting myself in the foot. And then when I've chosen what I want to be known for, I can then start being relevant to what people are looking for right now. So I'll start creating content that is relevant to people's needs. I'll start speaking things that are relevant to where they are right now, the conversations happening right now, the challenges that they're facing right now. And then I add value. I make sure that I distinguish my position. Listen, just being out here on social media is a job interview. Let me let you know. My hair is all over the place. Just being out here on social media, that is a daily job interview. You don't even realize. You're being interviewed for jobs, for consultancies, for promotion, for scholarships. You're being interviewed daily. as you show up every single day, people are watching. Wow, visible every single day. Wow, relevant. Everything he or she says is on point. They really know their field. Because I'm looking at their name and I'm looking at their profile and what they say that they're versed in, what they say is their professional area. Wow, and I can see that clearly this person knows their stuff. And then you add to that really understanding who you're speaking to, understanding your audience. In your case, if you're looking for a job, then you're speaking to recruiters. You're speaking to heads of departments. You're speaking to managers in your area. You're speaking to industry experts in your area. And so they're looking, not only do they see you every single day showing up like a professional, right? Like a boss. People like to say, like a professional. Number two, you're relevant. You know your stuff. Clearly, whatever you put on your profile, you're living it. Number three, you understand the industry or the business so much that the things you talk about, even if you're posting and reposting, even if like you saw an article and you said, oh wow, guys, you need to check out this article on the blah, 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 blah. And you're really speaking about, or maybe you do a little bit of an analysis, right? In Swahili, unachambua, right? What you're seeing on this article, what they're talking about this, maybe you put in your slant to this. People are like, wait, not bad, not bad. And people will inbox you, hey, who are you? What are you doing exactly? I wonder, would you be open to this opportunity? Can you send your bio to us? We were considering having a panel of this, or we want to have a board of this, or people will seek you out. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're unemployed. You're like, God, anything that comes my way, I will take it. But you do not position yourself that way. So honestly, homework right now, when you get off this thing, if you are actively seeking a job, whether you have one at the moment or not, you're actively seeking to be engaged somewhere. Let me not call it a job, to be engaged somewhere. You actively want to be considered for strategic roles. Maybe it's board or as an industry expert, or you want to have a reach across not just your country and not just your industry. You really want to, you're positioning your professional profile, then put it on your profile. Check me out, guys, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. God, I am a born-again Christian. I am Mhando's wife. I am Jedediah and Jude's mom. That's not what I'm putting out there. Oh, I love to read. I'm not putting that out there. That is not going to add anything to where I want to go in life. Now, mind you, when men come at me, I do send them to my husband. Oh, yes, I do. For you people who come at me, yeah. I tag my husband and I say, guys, talk to him. And that usually is the end of people coming after me. So it's not necessary for me to mention I'm a born-again Christian. You will just know, engaging with me, I'm a born-again Christian. Not necessary for me to say I'm Hando's wife. You will know very fast that I'm Hando's wife, that I'm Jed and Jude's mom. I probably post about my kids and you'll know about that too. But that's not what I'm going to put forward professionally. Professionally, on every social media platform, everywhere you find me, I'm going to talk about who I am. That is what I detail there. I detail my profession. So I will tell you I'm an executive leadership coach. I'll let you know I'm a management consultant. I might say I'm a human capital strategist. I'm an author. I'm a keynote speaker. I might even tag it I'm a lawyer because I can still do, legal work. That's really key. And then now show up. I cannot put all of that, and every day I'm taking butt pictures, and that's what you guys see of me. I cannot say that, and what you're seeing instead is, oh, so, when I was cooking for my husband, whatever. If I'm going to talk about me cooking, I'm going to mention how that is relevant to what I was, what I was doing. Like the other day, what I posted with my apron, I was cooking for my family, but I talked about how I'm cooking something for you guys, and I've got content for you guys, and that's how I'll put it in. So that whenever I show up, whatever I wrote on my profile, you see, man, she's visible. We're seeing her often. We're seeing, what she's really relevant to what we're going through right now. Like how I quickly pivoted, with the pandemic right now, and started talking to you guys. If you're working from home, if you're running businesses from home, I'm having these conversations about what's really relevant to you right now. Even this is relevant to you right now because a lot more people are unemployed. A lot more people are seeking jobs. But stop putting it out there. It's not selling you. Your name, your profile picture, and your title on social media, that's your bio right there. Picture. So go clean up those pictures, guys. Your picture, your name, your title. That's your bio. That's an introduction right there. And people will choose whether to engage with you or not based on that. Me saying I'm unemployed, saying I'm seeking a job, I am not selling myself. I'm selling unemployment. It sounds bad, and please don't get to me at this because You and I basically in the same boat, right? So I'm not even laughing at you. But saying that is basically saying loser status. I'm sorry to say. It's putting a question mark. I wonder why. I wonder why they're unemployed. I wonder why, they're seeking a job right now. I wonder for how long. Does it mean they're incompetent? Maybe they don't have a good character and they were fired. Maybe they stole. Maybe you don't want people to have maybes because you don't know what's going on in their minds, and you're not there to make a case for yourself. You're not there to tell them, no, I'm actually great. No, this is what happened. Nobody's going to even ask you, hey, you who just showed up on my network, why are you unemployed? No one's asking you, unless there are people out there who are preying on unemployed people to give them unscrupulous work to do. So you're going to say what you are professionally, whether or not you're currently engaged in that thing or not. That is who you are. That is what you have done. And then you're going to understand your job doesn't make you. You have done all the work so that when a job comes, because remember, listen, nobody wants you to start working. Nobody wants to start teaching you and training you extra when you get a job. They actually are looking for people who have a number of the skill sets, the competencies, the experience that they're seeking. And if there's anything particular to that company, that organization, and that role, then they can train you in that. They're not looking for somebody to come and start and be a liability. They want you to be an asset that hits the ground running. So understand, there is nothing wrong with you. You come with something that you have done consistently well. You probably studied for it. You probably have certification in it. Put that forward. And then daily show up with the kind of content that is relevant and adds value to the point where people say, I want to know what you do. Can I engage with you? Or as you establish relationships, people are, responding to what you posted. People are looking for you separately. You can then either find out about opportunities, or listen to this. You can always offer your services to the individuals that engage with you. Modesta, your girl, your sister, your auntie, because at this point I'm like other people's grandmas already. I have been doing that. That is how I found my foot when I had to come to a foreign country and be out here with my husband. I stated what it is that I can do, and then I started packaging things that I can offer to people. So this is how you can start as well. Make sure you're visible, relevant, and value adding, because nobody wants you just because you're unemployed. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. They want to know what your value is, and they want to see it. Every single day you show up on social media, you're being interviewed by people. If you're serious about engaging and excelling professionally, you need to think about what you post. Like right now, after you change, if you have anything on your profile and you want to position professionally that doesn't speak to what it is that you want to achieve, please today change all of your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those profiles to reflect your professional profile as it is right now. And then the other thing is, or even your profile as you aspire for it to be, because it's something that you're already versed in. And then the other thing is, you want to go and look at everything you've been posting and see whether it is relevant to where you want to go, whether it is relevant to what you want to be known as. I mean, some people might be doing some cleaning up today. You're going to look at your professional profile on Instagram, on Facebook, where you think nobody's watching. People are watching. People go to your Facebook feeds and they make a decision of whether or not to hire you. They're not just on LinkedIn and Twitter. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're looking at what you're posting. Look at those things and ask yourself whether it reflects the professional you want to put forward. Because if it doesn't, we're interviewing you daily. And people are like, no, not interested, not really. And even if you were to meet them in another context, they will still go to Facebook and see what you post out there and what you're about. Because that's the real you, where you're comfortable. So you're going to do that homework. What is your homework, people? Number 1, you're going to check out what you've written next to your name on your profile, on all your social media platforms. And it shouldn't be job seeker, unemployed. It should be what it is that you want to position yourself as professionally, unless you're not interested in positioning professionally, in which case this video is not relevant to you. You will also look at your picture. Thank you very much. It should be professional. Now, my picture, I'm like very queening, like, what did I do? I don't know. I was like waving or smiling or something or other. But you guys know I'm extra, always. But, it's still professional-ish. And I'm going with that because I want to be personable to you. I don't want to be like, stiff coach, come to me, I am perfected, I can help you with your life. I want you guys to know I'm a person. I go through stuff as well. So that's my profile picture. Third thing is, you're going to see, am I visible often? Because you need to be visible often. Out of sight, out of mind. Truly out of sight, out of mind. I could forget my own family members for certain opportunities if I haven't spoken and seen them in a while. Why? It's the thing that's before you that you most pay attention, that you focus on, that you remember. And so, am I visible? Am I visible often? Am I relevant? The things that I post, are they relevant to what I want to further for myself in my career? What I want to further if I want to get engaged, whether it's a job, whether it's consultancy, whether it's positioning. And then do I add value? Can people see me as bringing solutions? Can people see me as a person, that would really move them from where they are, or their organization from where they are to where they wanted to go? And then the fourth thing is, look at how you can not only position to get jobs, understand you can create your own engagement, create your own jobs with the offers that you put out. And so how can you package your professional profile and for those that get warmer and that want to engage you and offer services? Or you can just do what I do, guys, honestly. I'm not saying you're in consulting or coaching, but in your field, you can package something and put it forward. For every person that feels that they're unemployed, please stop looking at yourself as unemployed. You're just disengaged. You're not even unengaged, you're disengaged. Because whatever it is you are going to do for company, whatever limited, whatever level, LLC, Inc., whatever you're going to do for NGO, XYZ, you can do yourself for your clients. You might find that there are individuals that would benefit from your services that would otherwise go to maybe an established organization. You might find that there are small businesses or small nonprofits that would love to engage, or ministries that would love to engage your service, and they would rather work with an individual. Individual usually means maybe a lesser cost, or maybe it's more personable, maybe there's greater flexibility. So instead of saying I'm unemployed, change that, reframe that, put your nice picture, write your name. Guys, I've seen some people misspell their own names. I don't even know how to help. I don't even know where to start. Please write your name, your first name, and your surname. If you have a middle name, fine. Put your middle name. Make sure you put your professional profile. Make sure you're going through your fees to see that, if you haven't right now been present regularly, adding value and really relevant, to your field, then start doing this from today, posting things that are relevant to your, to the field that you're interested in, that you are versed in, that you're good at, and also to really answering questions, and then package yourself. People engage with you, engage back with them. They look for you on the side. Hey, who are you? What do you do? I really love, your content. I love when you show up and you're always speaking to issues. Every single thing you say seems to be speaking to me. Perfect. Run with that. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you do. Tell them what you can do for them. Better still, have something ready. Have your PDFs ready. Have a link to something that they can access and say, by the way, here's this thing or other, please engage with it. I do something very simple with people on, who contact me inbox. I will send them a message with my YouTube channel. So hey, listen, so here's more of my content and please subscribe. And they can engage with me on YouTube. You can do that. You can, mention what it is that you offer. If they seem to be interested in your services or engaging with you further, you can share something with them. You'd be surprised. This thing that you're doing in your downtime, this thing that you're doing now that you're unemployed, might make you so much, you might decide, I don't even want anybody else to employ me. If I'm going to do things for other organizations, I'll just consult. You get to a point, you see your value, and you position yourself right. You're like, I'm good. Where have I been? I'm so grateful that this happened. That there was a time that I didn't have work. I wasn't engaged because I found myself. I realized I'm not bad. I'm really good at what I'm able to do. Because you are not going to show up at employment and they start training you for everything. No, you're going to show up with the things that you already have, and you are going to position them there. You will make an interview because you have the stuff already. And you would have hit the ground running at that job because you have the stuff already. Now, if you would have the stuff already for employment, that means you have the stuff already right now when you're calling yourself unemployed. Put your stuff out and stop calling yourself unemployed. Stop calling yourself a job seeker. Call yourself by your name. Call yourself by your profession. Call yourself by what you can do. Call yourself by what you have already done for other people. And then start acting it. Start being present, like you're showing up on social media like it were your job, like it is your business. Start promoting yourself like you would promote a formal business that you had. Promote you. You're the greatest brand that you will ever be associated with. Promote you. Show up regularly. Show up professionally. Be relevant to your market needs. Be relevant to the problems. And do that consistently. And I'm telling you, you will get the right people coming to you. They will listen to you. They will want to work with you. And they may not know, and maybe you might disclose later, like, look, truth be told, I was actually unemployed and pretty desperate at that time. But you're not going to show your desperation. No, you are not. You're going to show up smiling. You're going to show up offering solutions. You're going to show up showing how relevant you are. You're going to show up that you care, that you understand the industry, understand the challenges, and you're going to give them packages of services or products that they can access from you that are different, maybe price points, different terms in which they can engage with you, and you will consistently do that. And maybe at some point somebody will give you an offer that you cannot refuse, and you're like, yeah, I like this partnership. I'll take that job. Or maybe, at some point somebody will give you something and you say, you know what, I'm so enjoying what I'm doing, working with different clients from different industries. I will consult for you at this rate. Ching, ching. You give them a nice rate. Or you just might want to continue doing this. I hope you've enjoyed this. I wanted to make this into a series and wait until next week. I could not wait till next week. Because I'm watching people, I'm like, no, don't say that. And of course, I accept invitations and people saying they're unemployed, people saying job seekers. But I'm like, don't do that. You're messing it up for yourself. There is nothing, don't put that out there. Just put what you are professionally, and then allow people to see what you have. Allow people to see just how amazing you are at your field, at the thing that you said that you can do. And people will seek you. And of course, you can put your status that you're out for opportunities. And that way, when opportunities come, you can bargain from a whole different thing, a whole different area than you would bargain if you said, I'm unemployed, I'm desperately seeking, I'll take any job. Don't do that to yourself. God has put way too much in you. You just don't know. And listen, if you're thinking, but this is just, there's so much to consider, and I'm not even all that, and I just graduated, or I've been unemployed for a long time, or I've been out of work for a long time, or I've changed industries, or whatever. Just ask yourself this: what can I do consistently well? Like, what can you do well no matter what situation you're in? Find out what you can call that professionally, and then position that. Because even if you've switched industries, even if you've switched professions, there's certain, please don't put I'm in between jobs. Even if you are, and even if it will show on your profile and you can explain it, don't put that forward, because remember, whatever it is that you have put forward is your advertising of yourself. Whatever you put on your profile, understand, people are not going to click on your profile and then come to you and say, oh, what do you mean you're in between jobs? They're just going to pass you by. Saying I'm unemployed, saying I'm a job seeker, saying I'm in between jobs is just telling people there's a whole backstory I'm not interested in. I just need a person who's ready right now. Do you know who gets jobs? The people who have jobs. It's cruel, I know. The people who seem to be engaged and just fine, they're doing well, they're flowing, they're enjoying their work, they find it meaningful and contributing. It's them that people come looking for. Like, hey, we know you're here right now, but we've got this going and we wonder if you would consider it. Those are the people that get jobs. Hi, I see you. No, I see you. I'll take, I see you. Right? So it's them that get opportunities. So position as such. And then make sure daily, being conscious that I am actually being interviewed daily. Whenever I show up on social media, somebody out there is checking, okay, we see her daily, but is what she's saying relevant to what she's put on her profile? And does it add value to me? Which is why I keep saying, make sure you know your target audience very well. So you're speaking language that speaks to them. So daily, even if like I have thousands, maybe not hundreds of thousands like other people, right? But I have thousands of followers. I'm clearly not speaking to everybody. But those that I am speaking to, I will daily show up with the language that speaks to them so that they can reach out to me. I can't even continue with this feed anymore. I hope this has been of value to you guys. I'm just going to look at your comments. Let me see. Was this of value to you guys? Right? And if there's anybody here who's thinking, well, there's this perception of being different people on different social media. Yeah, it's not a perception, it's true. So, you know, LinkedIn is seen as the most business professional profile, and I would recommend that you position on LinkedIn. And then Twitter is next, although some people from some place are really littering Twitter with things that have nothing to do with professionalism, nothing to do with intellectual conversations, whatever. But anyway, let me just not even go there because, you know, like I'm not even in it for the back and forth. Anyway, so LinkedIn, Twitter. Facebook is your social. It's you, your grandmother, your cousins, everybody, your friends from school, work. Instagram is really just, we're just showing off our lives, whether they're real or not, on Instagram, more or less. But you can really use Instagram to position yourself professionally. You can put videos, you can put content, you know, images, and really nice, right, really interesting narratives of what it is, you know, what your story is and what you're about and what it is that you want people to know you for. So you can do that on those platforms. So they are different in that way. But if I want to engage you, I will look for you everywhere. Because you're not showing up. There isn't just a professional you and then there's a personal you. There's all of that will show up at work. All of who you are will show up at work, which is why I talk a lot about character. You're not just bringing your competence at work. You're bringing in your attitude. You're bringing in your prejudices. You're bringing in your preferences. You know, all of that shows up at work too. So I want to know all sides of you when I'm engaging with you. So make sure that whatever it is that you say you want to be, people will look for you and they will find you and they will look at what you want them to see and what you don't want them to see. So it's important for you, for you to be conscious of that. What other comments do I have on here today? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aninka. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Sion, Cyan. Thank you so very much. Okay, so if you're interested in learning more about how to position yourself professionally, you guys know you can go to Purpose and Excellence Academy on YouTube. Please subscribe to that channel. Go through the career videos, go through the personal branding videos. I actually need to do a whole lot more for social media, like specifically for how we can position, how we can leverage social media. So look out for that series, that's coming as well. And then if you say, okay, so Modesta, help me position. I am unemployed, but I don't want to say that anymore. How then can I position my profile? I mean, there's some platforms, you can even have your bio, like LinkedIn, your whole CV. People can take a snapshot, just opening your LinkedIn profile and see your CV and see the things that you've been engaged in. So if you seek help with that, you want to position yourself better. You don't want to give the impression that I'm unemployed or I'm out here. You know, somebody told me, I've been unemployed for years. You know, she's been unemployed for decades. Somebody else was talking about, it's been a while since I had kids. Somebody else was laid off years ago and they still haven't found a place. And this is the language they're using to describe themselves, both online and in conversations. And this language, sorry to say, is off-putting. Now, you guys know I'm the type of consultant that's not just sitting with the big organizations. Like, I come to your side, I'm like, psst, look, I want this thing to work for you, so please position yourself better. You guys know that's what I'm about. So you'll hear on the one side, I'll say, what you're doing is not going to work for you out here. But I'm not saying that so that you give up. I'm saying that, and the next thing I say is, and this is what would work for you. So when I tell you what you've done on your profile, that's going to kill your career. It's not to condemn you. I am not criticizing you. I'm not acting like, oh, I'm just so much better than you. Oh, you people who don't know your stuff. No, I am doing this so that I can say, so don't do that. Do this instead. So if you seek help, you're thinking, but as a help me position, then what do I do? How do I position myself? Like, what is this thing of being visible or, and being relevant and being value adding? How do I do that in a way that people will seek me out? Well, look up your girl. Go to hello@modesta.africa, send me an email, or, go to modesta.africa and book a session with me. Book a discovery call with me. so we can see how to position you better. Modesta. I say this to people and they laugh. Modesta is a glorified unemployed person. Like, what? What are you calling yourself? Yes. I had a position, right? And then I had to follow my husband somewhere. And now I created a whole brand, online persona, created a whole movement, a whole business out of this, mother, stay-at-home mother with 2 little kids. That's basically what I did. Yes, yes, yes. So I know exactly where you're at. And I'm telling you, it doesn't work for you to say you're unemployed. You must sound so busy. Oh my goodness, so with it. Like, I understand my industry so well. And when I was having this conversation with this person, and I read this article, and I've been reading this book, and when I'm contemplating these things, and I just wanted to know, because I went through this, I wonder if you're going through the same things. So you're listening to me like, my goodness, she has it together. I mean, she so understands her industry. She must be such an expert. XYZ. I've been learning online business. I've been learning how to do these things out here on the go. I've been growing as I go. But you guys see me as an expert. I mean, not that I'm not. I am now, right? But I didn't ever say, oh, guys, I'm unemployed. So anybody out there, just anybody, of course, maybe to people that I'm close to, I'd be like, look, your girl is seeking something right now. But to everybody else, I'm like, no. So I am a consultant. I've been doing this for 16, 17 years. And I do this and that. And I have this, and I bring you testimonials, and I tell you companies, and I'm getting all of these things, and I get a website done, and I'm doing these videos. And a lot of the things that I've been able to do have been free. So I wasn't out there asking my husband to please give me money. I did them for free. And then I kept on showing up, asserting, reaffirming who I am and what I can do. And you guys are like, hey, she's onto something. And you parted with your money with it. And then I went and I built, this is even actually how I started my very first business a long time ago. And then I went and I built something, and I keep reinforcing it, and I keep growing it. And right now, if somebody's like, hey, Modesta, I have a job for you, I will really look at what they have to offer before I quit all of this. I mean, not that I'll quit anyway. I'll do it on the side before I engage in that. And you can do the same thing. So I'm not laughing or pointing fingers at you. I'm saying you are the business. You are what is of value. You are the job all by yourself. You're the brand. Put your brand out. Respect your brand. Value your brand. Honor your brand. Put a value to your brand. And let people engage with it. Let people see a need for it. And when people ask, be ready with your packages to offer, and you will get your money. People make more money on entrepreneurship when they do it right than they do engage on a job. So do you want a job, or do you want an income that allows you to have the kind of lifestyle that you enjoy? That's a whole different conversation. So look for me, hello@modesta.africa, or DM me. If you can, go to email on hello@modesta.africa, or go to modesta.africa and take the leap and book a discovery call. And let's get you positioned right. You are a whole lot more than your job, but you're underselling yourself by putting out unemployed, job seeking in between jobs on your profile. Do not. All right, guys, I love you. Was that venting? I feel like I was ranting and venting. I just vented on a live show. I love you guys. Bye.